I'm curious, what was the best advice you've received from someone else?
And I was thinking about that recently, and it's I find to give it a bit of context, I'm a very much a go, go, go type person. Like I'm
Mm.
always on to the next idea or something I'm thinking about or something I'm interested in or the work. And I also think about the kind of culture we live in, right? A very kind of
Yeah.
fast pace. I live in the city. I was born in Toronto, city I love in so many ways. I feel so connected to. Also, there's this vibrancy, which I really love, but also it's a lot. So something
Mm,
that someone has told me recently was like to be slow, to be still, to move forward. And for a second, I was like, I don't know about that. How am I supposed to move forward if I'm just going to be still and slow down?
right.
And I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Like the noticing work and slowing down, right? Those beautiful moments of just reflection or just kind of like taking a breath. And in terms of my own wellness and as well as appreciating the things, like bringing gratitude and compassion in those moments. And I was like, oh, I like it. And for me, it was kind of also I've never been really comfortable in that kind of still place. And I encourage
Mm,
that with like my students. I encourage that with the people I work with that, finding moments of stillness, like if it's on a pod, just like kind of just being in here, not thinking about tomorrow or yesterday, what's for dinner, even though I'm hungry. It's like, am I truly present? And I think that's something I'm really trying to kind of make more space for in my life because
right.
um, the always the pull is to go faster, to produce more, or to somehow meet an expectation internally or externally. So there's beautiful wisdom that comes from being still, and that allows
Right.
me to move forward intentionally rather than I'm going to move forward. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have done that, or it's like really being very thoughtful around that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I was gonna mention it before you brought it up yourself, but that whole piece about like taking things slow also really ties into art therapy, and
Mm.
how that can really help people when they're doing the creative work in art therapy to process whatever they need to process. And I always find it so interesting how in life we always come into contact with certain situations where you know we are sharing a lesson that we also need to learn,
Mm.
you know? And I found that to be very interesting. So thank you for sharing that. When I was
If you want to hear more stories, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. To support more youth by youth led projects, visit us at youthspeak.ca where you can donate and spread youth mental health awareness.
YouthSpeak Performance Charity. Speak, inspire, change.